let's be honest. Can you be honest with me for a second? Have you ever signed a client and halfway through the project you thought, oh no, what have I done? Or maybe they're consistently second guessing you and they're expecting miracles overnight, or they vanish the moment they're supposed to deliver something to you. It's exhausting, right? You see, here's the truth. It's not your marketing that isn't working. It's actually the type of marketing that you're using to attract the wrong people. And today, we're going to fix that, because when you get crystal clear on who your dream client really is, your energy will shift and your messaging will sharpen up, and you will actually see your results explode. Because by the end of today's live, you're going to know exactly how to identify and attract clients that light you up inside, and they don't just drain you dry. So tell me in the comments, have you ever had a nightmare client? Be honest, what made them so hard to work with? All right, as always, we're going to kick off with our Sparkle theme song as we wait for all our VIPs to jump in, and hang around too, because VIPs, we have a special GSD session at the end of Strategy with Sally today. All right, let's kick it off with our theme song, and I'll be back in here at 3.5.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead.
Whoa, the countdown timer must have ended early. Hello, hello, hello. Alrighty then. So let's get stuck into today's topic. I'm Sally Sparks Cousins. I am your in-house automation nerd. And when you show up to Strategy with Sally, this is where we dive into business strategy, automation, and mindset so you can grow faster and not harder. All right. Now, have you ever found yourself asking, why do I keep attracting clients who don't value my time? They ghost my messages or they argue about pricing. Well, that's what today's episode is all about, and it's for you. We're talking about what client you will call your A point client and the hidden reason why you're not attracting the clients who you really want. And how we're going to fix that is by understanding your dream client matrix. So grab your notebook and a pen because today's session is all about that. We're going to give you some aha moments and going to give you exactly what you need to know. And of course, we're going to have a little GSD at the end of today, which means get shit done. And for our VIPs, our Academy clients, we actually will be doing a 2-hour GSD together at the end of today's session. This is going to be a regular thing that we do every Tuesday. So we'll begin with Strategy with Sally. Then once we go dark, we will do a little bit of Ask Me Anything around any topic that you need particular help and strategy around. And then once those questions are answered, we're going to do GSD, which is a focused session on a particular topic. And we're all going to work through it together so that when you need help, I'm here to answer it, and we're going to work through all of the different phases within the Freedom Funnel formula. So today is about phase number 2, which is your dream client and your offer. And we need to understand who our dream client is in order to ensure that when we put our offer together, we are doing it for them. So the key points that we're going to cover today is the dream or the A point client that helps you to work out who you want to attract. And then we're going to look at who will actually get the best results. Then we'll move into what is the pain point and what are the stakes that dream client has. And then we're going to finally end with crafting your I help statement or the transformation statement. So let's first talk about the A point client, which is really the problem. You see, a lot of business owners make one big mistake. They describe their ideal client and they only describe the destination, right? The point at which they get to. The Z point, right? After all the transformation has happened, we stand over and we go, hey, it's easy. Look, I did it, right? But here's the thing. Your dream client isn't successful, confident, right? A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners say that. They say, my dream client is successful, is confident, and is ready to invest. But here's the thing. The dream client don't start there. They start at the A point, stuck in overwhelm, unsure in what it is they need to do, and they're in pain, right? Because they haven't been able to fix the problem. You don't need to understand the A point your A point needs to speak to your marketing, right? So the marketing speaks to where they are now, not to where they want to be. And that's why your content may be not landing. It's like standing on the opposite side of the river and shouting to each other, hey, it's awesome over here. Come on, it's easy. Just do it. Just do the steps and you'll feel amazing. So, for example, if you're a fitness coach, you're not talking to people who are already in love with the gym. You're actually talking to the exhausted mum who's trying to squeeze in 10 minutes for herself and she just wants to fit into those jeans again. When you get super clear on that A point and you know what their current reality is, what their current pain is, and their current emotions are, that's when your messaging will truly hit home. So let's talk now about who gets the best results. Now, here's a juicy question. Of all the people that you could help, who actually gets the best results? Now, this is not the easiest client. It's not the loudest client. It's usually the ones, well, it is the ones who take action. They value your process, your method, and then they walk away as raving fans. Now, these people are your dream client blueprint. They're the ones you'd happily clone over and over and over, and you could dominate the world. One of the things we ask when we do our team retreat is we get every staff member to write down, out of all of our clients, which 3 clients we could clone and we could take over the world. So in my world, it's small business owners who are actually action takers. They're tech curious and they're coachable. They might not know how to build automation yet, but they're open to it. They're hungry to learn and they trust the process. And that's who we build the OmniSpark Academy for. Not just everyone, those people, action takers, willing to learn, and they really want to learn about automation and understanding their business. Maybe they've always had a dream of being in a business. They've tried lots of times, but they just don't understand the shifting from being an employee to a business owner. Very different. Very, very different. All right, so let's talk about the pain and the stakes. So to attract your dream client, you need to understand their pain better than they do. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. What are their biggest frustrations, or what are their biggest fears? Another question is, how is it actually showing up in their daily life and in their business? And then another question is, what is actually at stake if they don't fix it? So an example here is, if you're a business coach, your dream client might say, my problem is that I need more clients. I hear this all the time. But you know, and I know, the real issue is actually not that they need more clients. That's what they want. It's not what they need. But we know the real issue and what they need is because they've got a lack of systems or an unclear message. So their marketing shouldn't say, let's fix your systems. It should say something like, tired of chasing clients who never buy, right? I know they need a strategy. Let's hook you up with a strategy, but that's not what they think they need. What you would say is, are you struggling to attract your dream clients, right? So you need to meet them where they are, that point A. And we slowly walk them towards the Z point, right? Which is what they join then to go through your method, go through your steps, the recipe, I like to say. So let's talk about crafting your I help statement. So once you understand who they are, what's really holding them back, it's time to nail your I help statement or the transformation statement. This statement should be clear and it should confidently communicate to them. So here's a little template. I help, and then you insert your type of client to achieve, and then say what the specific result is so they can, and then we insert the emotional benefit. So for example, I help small business owners automate their systems so they can stop stressing and start scaling. Simple, clear, and emotionally driven. So if someone reads that and they say, oh, that's me, boom, we've got them, right? So drop in the chat. Let me know what your I help statement is and we'll read them out, but let's do a little GSD together, all right? So this is where I'm going to give you about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you're going to answer some questions, all right? So let's get some shit done together. Grab that notebook and pen or open up your Google Doc because you're going to answer 4 questions right now. As we go into the GSD time, I'm also going to be writing them on the screen for you. But question number 1 is, who gets the best results from working with you? The second question is, what's the biggest problem they think they have? And then third, what's the real problem that you know that you solve? And then you're going to write your final version of the I help statement. So this is a really simple exercise and it'll give you so much more clarity in 10 minutes than most business. Why did I say thinking way ahead? It's a simple exercise that will give you heaps more understanding in 10 minutes than most business owners will get in 10 months. And if you go even deeper, that's what we'll be doing next. As we go dark, we're going to actually build out your full dream client matrix. That's exactly what we're doing on the other side of this strategy with Sally session. All right, so I'm going to give you 10 minutes now and we're going to answer those 4 questions. If you're out on the podcast and you want to see this live, I'm just going to be drawing the questions on the screen for the next 10 minutes, but let's get stuck into that GSD and know that we're going to go deeper when we go dark. But for those out there in the big wide world listening to this on YouTube or on the podcast, we've got this. All right, here we go. GSD.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
All right, you know that I've messed up my little video pencil for you. 1 second, guys. I'm going to just copy. Where's my video pencil so that I can draw on the screen? Here we go.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light. shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost turn, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back, just like a boomerang, just like a boomerang, just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull, and I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost turn, but I keep turning back just like a boomerang. It's not too late to be heard. So tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. And stop the charade.
Hello and welcome back. I hope we got some good GSD done. How'd you go, ladies? Yes, you get some GSD done. Well, we're going to do even more as we go dark. So let's just wrap up and recap. Because we've done a lot of work here and we're going to go deeper and we're going to spend the next couple of hours really refining this out for those who are part of the academy. But if you're listening to this on the live stream out there or on the podcast, it's really important that you get this right. And we actually go back through and do this little activity a couple of times a year in detail, not just myself, but the entire team, so that everybody is rowing in the same direction. Everybody knows who we're trying to attract. So your A-point client, that is the real version of your dream client, not how they're going to feel at the end. It's where they are right now. Now, your marketing will only attract the right people when you understand their actual pain points, because you want to help them get better, right? You want to help them to finally see what they need, not what they think they need. And that I help statement or transformation statement, lots of people call it lots of different things, elevator pitch, right? This is your magnet. It's what pulls in the aligned clients who actually value your work. So remember that clarity creates confidence and confidence attracts clients. So what's your biggest takeaway today? Come on, let's bring up a couple of the VIPs in the room. Let me get her up on screen. Let's bring Deborah up. What's a key takeaway for you, Deborah? Oh, and I got to make sure you're unmuted. Hang on one moment. Yes, you are. You've got to unmute yourself.
I am.
There we go.
It's everything. I can't tear it apart. Those three questions and then the sum.
No, we just lost Zoom, but we're still on the live stream. Hang on, it's coming back. Don't we love the internet? Yes, it is connecting and we're back. Here we are. We're back. Zoom just decided it is going to throw me out. So let's see if it brings you back on screen. Go, talk away. No. Oh, thank you. Well, we're just going to, so anyway, the live stream's totally broken Zoom. So everybody else out there who couldn't hear and just saw me nodding my head, Deborah was saying she likes how I made it really simple rather than a gazillion different things to do. Well, we're going to make it a little bit more detailed as we head off and go dark. I'm not going to bring anybody else in from Zoom because it's broken. So, all right. So today I gave you some clarity. And just imagine what a few hours together would do. We just did 10 minutes of GSD, but our Academy students or clients are actually going to do a GSD workshop now, and we're going to be building out your dream client matrix. It's a step-by-step. It's defining your ideal client. We're going to map out their pain points, and we're finally going to craft a message that speaks directly to them. Because the truth is, they don't need, for example, more leads. You just need the right leads so that you stop chasing clients and start really attracting the ones who light you up. And they're happy to pay for your sparkle, for your magic. All right. So if you're interested in learning more about the Omni Spark Academy, then just shoot us an email. You can go to omnisparkacademy.com. However, registration is currently closed. We're not bringing any more people in. We will be opening up again, but you can certainly send us an email if you want to get on the wait list and you don't want to miss out on the next time we open the doors for the Omni Spark Academy. All right, remember, take imperfect action. Keep it simple. Focus on one thing and dial it in. And as always, every day be marketing. I'll see you on next week's Strategy with Sally. And actually, let me talk about, I do have next week. So next week, we're going to be diving into more of your signature method. What is a signature method and why it's super important to have a signature method? And then for our OmniSpark Academy clients, we're going to be diving deep into mapping out your signature method and getting more clarity around that. So, as always, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and I will see you next week on Strategy with Sally. Bye for now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.